Good afternoon, everyone. I thought I'd do a video of the environmental report that Jonathan Larkin organised for us. He's our environmental coordinator for the Eagleby Community Wetlands Group, and he's done up a environmental report. So I thought I'd read it out for you. So the Eagleby Complex Wetlands, as the Queensland Biodiversity Studies have called them, and the surrounding areas have 72 very high ecologically significant areas at a state and regional level. Out of the 74 areas of ecological significance, the Eagleby wetlands managed by the council are only the tip of a giant arc of wetlands. Not including the council-managed wetlands, Eagleby has 42 areas of very high value to the state and region, which the Coomera Connector highway will destroy or severely affect. The Eagleby complex wetlands have been rated as within the 10 most significant wetlands of Australia, with only 2 being in Queensland. Wetlands Australia 2010 by the federal government. That's their little document. There's a little link there if you want to go and have a look at it. These wetlands are important and must not be destroyed, as they are a lowland refugial wetland habitats on floodplains of very high value to the state government and the region. We have recorded over 270 species of birds, with 40 migratory bird species which will be affected by this highway. 28 migratory bird species have been recorded at Moreton Bay Ramsar site, which is less than 8 kilometres from Eagleby. These migratory species are protected under federal law, and the limits of their habitat are protected under federal law. We also have 20, probably 21, of the 24 species of raptors in Australia. The blinding question is, why are they all coming here? Eagleby is special. Furthermore, we have over 62 threatened species, endangered, near threatened or vulnerable, and a minimum of 3 threatened ecological communities, 1 critically endangered. We also have koalas, platypuses, wallabies and the water mouse, which is under federal recovery plan. All of this ecology will be destroyed or severely affected and fragmented. Wetlands are highly significant to Indigenous Australians, and the Australian government recognise this. Wetlands have significance as ceremonial and initiation sites, traditional hunting and gathering grounds, and as a boundary marker. Indigenous country encompasses land, water, sea and sky, and the connections between them. Eagleby wetlands are no different and have its sacred sites known and unknown. Just because we do not know the full heritage of these wetlands should not mean that we build a highway over highly important human heritage of the world. Drained or damaged wetlands are a major cause of greenhouse gas emissions. Human disturbance, particularly drainage, release carbon in CO2, leading to years of the loss of carbon that accumulated over centuries or millennia. Current rates of release are equivalent to nearly 6% of the global human CO2 emissions. This must not be allowed to happen. We should know better. Even within the 2008 Environmental Protection Regulations, Queensland, the natural hydrology of wetlands must be preserved. TMR's own internal documents raises concern regarding hydrology. They will be planning to build in a storm-tide water hazard area of Eagleby. Altering the natural flow of the Eagleby wetlands must not be allowed to happen, and the flow of nutrients into Moreton Bay wetlands should not be altered. The pathway of this highway through Eagleby and its wetlands is all on acid sulphate soil, which turns into sulphuric acid when exposed to the air, destroying wetlands and running into rivers, killing flora and fauna. This has happened recently because of development and land clearing and or mismanagement in the Coomera River, with Moreton Bay wetlands of international significance and humpback whales, humpback dolphins and dugongs recorded in the Logan subbasin. Acid sulphate must not affect this area under any circumstances. Yes, acid sulphate soils have been managed and monitored better in recent times, but there is still reasonably unacceptable risk. In the 2008 Guidelines to State Planning Policy 2/02 Planning and Managing Development Involving Acid Sulfate Soils, see section 4.3.3, states that where practicable, land use strategies should avoid or minimise the disturbance of acid sulfate soils. Even a Queensland Government site that was updated in 2017 about how to manage acid sulfate soils says the easiest and most effective way to avoid harm caused by acid sulfate soils is to leave them alone. Don't touch them. The Coomera Connector highway, which will closely parallel the M1, will destroy or run close by all of the 72 very high ecological areas, as stated by TMR. Be cautious in how information is presented to the public, making it clear that what is being presented is a concept only and that the project is in that form or the corridor may not be constructed. However, they also state, consider delaying consultation until a project has been confirmed and funded. Furthermore, there is a risk undertaking community consultation at this stage of the planning process. There is insufficient certainty that the preferred option in the Coomera Connector corridor that is being presented for consultation will progress through to being a project. I have been told that this project is going ahead by state planners, but there are other paths for this highway. The Ramsar Convention aims to halt the worldwide loss of wetlands and conserves through wise use of management. Those that remain, Australia was one of the first countries to become contracting party to the Convention on the Wetlands in this Ramsar Convention. A definition of wise use was adopted by the parties in 1987 and was updated in 2005. This definition states that wise use of wetlands in the maintenance of their ecological character achieved through the implementation of ecosystem approaches within the context of sustainable development. This highway does not fit into that definition. If you support our views and beliefs that very high value wetlands should be protected as an international community has agreed to, including Australia, please cut and paste the following, or please write your own statement of concern and send it to the Premier of Queensland, the address is here, or TMR, and to us at Eagleby Community Wetlands Group for our records. So if you just want to write something along these lines, say, we are not against development, but we are against a highway through and right near a very high value Eagleby complex wetlands and the surrounding ecological significance to the region, state and nation. Thank you for your time. Yours sincerely, sincere regards, Jonathan Larkin. So, and all the references are down here. So I'll leave a link to this report that's on our website. Go over, have a look. And all of the references are at the bottom of the email, well, the majority of them. I've got a couple that I still need to fix up. So yeah, if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, leave them below. And if you could please sign our petition, that would be fantastic. And send emails to your politicians, please. That would be great. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bless you.